stalwarts, weren't they?
They were massive on Audi Team WRT, and were so far from the top of why would you ever change? There's so much success on BMW, and they'll only arguably had even more success if that's possible, but it's certainly not gone poorly.
So I think what they were doing.
Yeah, it's something like that I was watching on Valentino Rossi, of course. Last time he was here, I believe, would have been days ago with Team WRT in his debut.
Covering that one, and
That's
just a phenomenal spectacle, frankly, the amount of spectators here for that one. And in fairness, they weren't seeing the best of him out on four wheels just now. He was still getting used to it. He actually did very well by the end of the weekend, as it happens. But of course, he's been considerably better as he's got used to it. I'm sure I've seen him, hasn't he had a victory as well? And he's just getting better and better. And they say performance temporary fast.
Valentino Rossi, 3 wins in GT World Challenge, all 3 in the pro class, and all of the Dano.
Aston Martins are so loud. Why are they so loud?
He has just gone top here in this session, though, so there's a lot of Valentino Rossi top of time screen, second place at the moment in the 99 Audi of Alex Hack, and then we've got the 13 WRT BMW. We'll sit a quite quick out of the box, so that's a silver cup car with Matisse and Spot behind the wheel at the moment. Then you've got Holmes and Roman and Triolo in the treble 5 McLaren here top 5 for now. That will continue to chop and change, and in fact by the time we finish it, it almost changes as well as that. We get Rafange and James Kell at 6 and 7, Kell with a good lap at 10 around.
Remember that it's not on TSL timing this time, it is on Swiss timing. The way you can see that is go to either the msvr.co.uk, click on cars, click on this event, and you'll see the timing there. Or you go to the GT World Challenge page, and you can then click on the live for this particular event, and as well as actually the stream, it gives you all of the timing for this particular site. gt-world-challenge-europe.com/watch-live. So you can see all of the timing more to you for this, and it's really good because it does tell us which car and which driver is in the car, and that's like one we know that Valentino Rossi is the driver that has set the fastest lap of the car.
Behind what was actually the 71 AM Corsa Ferrari of Bennett currently already has WRT following, but there's a little bit of action behind us. Keep an eye on those guys as they make their way up towards 30s right now. It's just beginning to group together a little bit, and this will be a theme that we'll see throughout the course of the day. Qualifying is going to be super important, and the overtakes is going to be exciting one, let's put it that way.
We have an improvement up to 4th place last time round for the 58 car, the Garage 59 McLaren. Louis Pletz at the wheel of that car, so jumped up a few places there, up onto the equivalent of the second row if it was qualifying at the moment. So behind Powell's, Acker and Rossi in reverse order up towards Rossi in that first place. We never quite know exactly what they're doing here though, do we? You know, what's their fuel load, what's the tyre situation, what's their programme? They're going to be on programs which various different bits and pieces, aren't they? So it's all about building to that crescendo on the qualifying, and then on to the race tomorrow.
In practice, after all, this is setting up the car for later on to make sure that it works as well as possible when you get to qualifying, and then in turn the
almost went. A Lamborghini almost went off. A Lamborghini almost went off. Almost.
There is a mass of track limit violations going on here.
You think he almost went off in that top corner, the Lamborghini?
It went off, almost went off there.
Just here.
That has automatic track limit re-entering on it. So that's not even you looking out the window and going, actually I think we're a bit over the white line there. That is
there's a drone up there.
And you know that it's happened. It's worth noting that they're taking quite a bit of curve on entry. This time I'm just keeping an eye. It was the 52A, of course, of Ferrari of Jeff Mankiel's and Jill Stad's about it. They were a bit more careful with it, so I think they might be beginning to get the message.
Huh?
Yeah, I think again in a practice you're going to be trying to find those limits, and down there is the thing with this thing. You're not only quick going downhill, it really does push you into that corner, and it's very easy to run wide. But you can't do that. You've got to be mindful. Not something in free practice. I mean, I can imagine if they created really an excess, they might have a little training area from whatever language they speak about.
It doesn't matter in terms of time, and it doesn't matter in terms of the order and setting the balance on time, but it will take everybody coming over for their first 3 or 4 lap times muscle
Huh?
and building up.
Yeah,
Which will then
Yeah.
hurt you when you do that 1 lap time in qualifying, and in turn when you wrap up 4 times, look at 4 times before your teammates even got in the car.
The other one, of course, that I see with you, and I've just watched it being done again there, is turn 1, which is very common, isn't it? As they come down the Brans straight, start finish straight, into Paddyfield Bay. It's always been one that pushes you very, very wide, and it will set off the sensors there as well.
I should mention that not everybody has headed out onto track quite yet. I think notably we've not seen the 32 TWRT BMW in amongst all of that. That, of course, the reigning champions after what was an extraordinary finale last year in the Sprint Cup. There's a couple others that we'll expect to venture out onto circuit in just a moment or two as well. I did spot in amongst all of it that the 54 Dynamic GT car, that headed out with Morris Hero behind the wheel, is currently out. Drivers want to take that bit of it's not gone past technically.
Yeah, I think that they're not necessarily going to do relentless. I don't think.
You're filming now.
Going just for the
Huh?
sake of it. He said absolutely wrong. I'm absolutely wrong with that one, let's be honest. But they need to make sure they're taking advantage of it as much as possible. Manny has come in to the pits. He's just sat there. We've got an onboard camera on the footage of the bike. He's clearly chatting on the radio there for most stuff. Judging from the winding some of the sweat away from his nose, it's quite warm out there for them. This weather and obviously inside the car. What are we at? 40.7 degrees Celsius is the air temperature, track temperature 20.4. It's not excessive just yet, but I'm not surprised at 9:47 in the morning. But once they're working hard in those cars, it's clearly taking its toll.